Good morning, good morning. Let's get down to business. And the business today is using Calendly links. So yesterday, for those of you that took part in it, I had a bit of a rant about the disrespectful nature of some people's book a call or Calendly links. So I'm a great believer in, yes, you should have a rant. Yes, you should get annoyed about things, but then you should provide solutions. So that's what I'm going to do today. I will continue the rant a little bit because we missed a few little things. Because you see, your Calendly link could be an essential part of your funnel process, right? So I always say to people, build a really good garden of content, a strategic garden of content so that people can walk through your content, see a lot of spontaneous thing, but see you interacting with other people. But at a certain point, you've got to move them to the middle of the funnel. And for a lot of people, that is to book a exploratory call. I don't believe in making those too quickly, and I don't have calls with people that I don't know me, because then we got to spend too much time on the call getting to know each other rather than solving and presenting solutions. And I'm not a fan of like having to sell myself on a call. When somebody books a call with me, I really want them to already know how absolutely brilliant I am, excuse the fun. And we can get right down to business. So today, this video is a little different because I actually have a couple of notes because it's very early in the mornings. Yeah, so the number one point that I want to bring across to a lot of users out there, of especially Calendly links, they flippantly throw you, here's my Calendly link, basically knock yourself out. Yeah, and I think it's impolite and it's bordering on arrogant in a lot of cases. You see a lot of very successful people that I deal with. And I mean, a lot of these guys are billionaires or close to it and incredibly successful. Yeah, at the very highest level, even people managing close to trillions of dollars that I've deal with, they either deal directly with me or they have an initiative built up or a very clever system built up. Oh, I just realized my microphone is all the way back here. Hopefully you can hear me. I'd like to, I've actually got it written down because I'd like to read you the script. So, at the highest level, somebody deals directly with you because it's a thing of it's a sign of respect. But if they can't, they don't wait for you to go backwards and forwards 100 times to try and arrange a meeting. And that's obviously the thing that Calendly solves, right? But I want to read you this call that I think is a terrific script. Hello, Mr. Blatt. This is Kimberly. Mr. Branson asked me if we could get an audience in your busy schedule as soon as you have an opening after the 14th of June when he's back from Norway. He asked me to make sure I got hold of you in person and made it a priority. So how is Tuesday the 15th for you? Yes, that's great. Would you prefer a late afternoon meeting here with drinks afterwards, or do you two want to go somewhere exotic? Because he's cool with all of those. Yeah, And I thought that was such a good setup because obviously she has been trained. She's been very well trained. She has a script. She makes you feel special. She makes you feel valuable. She makes you feel respected, because nobody's ever going to forget how you made them feel. They might forget what you say. They might even, forget everything that you discussed, but they will not forget how you made them feel. And if you make people feel shitty right from the beginning, they are not going to forget that, or if you make them feel respected. And if you'll allow me a quick little diversion, and I will put his contact into the comment area so you can connect with him. There is a rather famous private banker from Switzerland or Liechtenstein that I've known for a long time. In the days when I was still raising capital for my own funds. And this man, of all the Swiss asset allocators, always treated me with great respect, great dignity, even though he didn't buy something from me and my portfolio was not suitable for me. He always followed up. He treated me with respect. He said thank you. Guess what? The other day we reconnected over a wonderful horse racing video, and we had a terrific call and rekindled our friendship. You see what I mean? And this is 15 years later. I still remember how he made me feel. So I'm going to point him out in the comments below and hopefully not embarrass him. So I want to get back to my notes because that was a little off script. You know what I mean? So, and I want to read you two responses that I got the other day that started this conversation. The first one was, there's a guy on here on LinkedIn who I think is doing a terrific job, and I had a little exploratory call with him, and you know, I don't want to go too deep into it, but basically I wanted to help the guy and help him get greater traction, especially on the commercial side. I know how to do this. I know how to convert all these things into actual clients, right? So basically got a text message that says, not dear Anric, nothing, just, do you have time to hop on my podcast tomorrow afternoon? Would love to pick your brains about different topics. Cut it up and push it out. Calendly.com/blah, blah, blah, blanked out. No courtesy, no thank you. You want me, there's no real benefit to me doing that, right? But you want to pick my brain, you want me to invest my time, and there's not even a basic courtesy in that. So I haven't really responded to that yet. And the other one was kind of mind-blowing. I met a guy inside a Grant Cardone event that we were both doing, and he was very, very active in the chat and all that kind of stuff. He was talking about how his high ticket offer and his mastermind, and you know, I really know something about that subject. So I reached out to him, sent him a connection request, and said, hey, I have a few really good ideas for him. So basically he just writes back again, no, hi Anric, thank you very much, that would be wonderful, nothing. He just writes, please reach out to my executive assistant, what's his name, telephone number. I have a team of 6 for my consulting firm. Basically just arrogant to the highest possible level. He has subsequently apologized for it, and but you know, I think the damage is done, because I have no interest in doing business with people like that, because how you show up really is super important, right? And if you treat people that you think are lower in the food chain like that, well, you know, I watch how people will treat the janitor, or how they will treat their gardeners, or how they'll treat the person carrying their luggage, or the doorman, or something like that. Because integrity shows up at all levels. Respect and politeness and decency shows up, you know, when no one's looking. So anyway, I want to get out to that. So enough complaining, basically. Let's get to the solutions, because Calendly is brilliant, by the way. I do use it every single day. I think it's ridiculous the way we have to send messages, 10 messages back and forth just to find a date, you know, to meet up and get together. And Calendly for that is obviously brilliantly. So here are 3 immediate solutions, and I have not coined these or prepared these. I just am giving them to you the way they are, with the hope of starting a discussion and seeing which ideas you have, and let's all learn from each other. So number 1 is a template text with the link in it that you send out to people, that you can cut and paste from your notes to introduce your Calendly link. A little bit like Kimberly's message there. You've got to make people feel respectful, and you could kind of say, oh, that's great. I look forward to meeting with you online in order to avoid, you know, 10 messages backwards and forwards to find a suitable time. How about I send you my calendar link, and then you can just pick something from there that actually suits your calendar and is convenient for you. If you would prefer to send me your calendar link, I'm happy to do that also. Thank you very much. Something like that. Yeah, I mean. Then the second thing that I'd suggest that you do is to create a sacrificial post. Let me see if I can bring mine up as we're talking. By sacrificial post, I mean that you take a post and you create a post with your Calendly link in it. And obviously that post is not there to get views, but it's there to be a service, okay? Let me just get it out for you. Sorry, I should have prepared for this in advance. What I mean by a sacrificial post, you create a post for somebody to book a call with you, and that post is not designed for views, it's just designed for that Calendly link. Okay, so here's mine. Okay, so basically right in the profile, under my featured sections is this post. Good morning. This is my let's have coffee together post. Okay. So this post is a year old already. Let me just close all these messages here. They keep popping up. Where you can take the first step by selecting a time that suits you from my calendar. Okay. So normally when you put an external link into a post, it dies. But this post purely serves to book a call. So when somebody wants to book a call with me, I send them this link. Or if I am writing something that creating a new post, let's say on a Tuesday that offers to book a call, I just give you a link to that post, because then you're linking from LinkedIn to LinkedIn, which LinkedIn actually likes. It's not an external post. So that's what I call this is a sacrificial post, right? Has a little video in it. I mean, you could even put your introduction in there. I put my introduction in here because I think it's super important for anybody booking a call with you to get a little introduction where you can tell them what kinds of people who you like to serve, right? So here's mine in there.
It's like this, basically individuals that are focused on attracting clients and capital directly from high net worth investors.
So then once you watch the video, I've also provided some interesting testimonials. So I don't need to go
I've been capital raising for a number of years, but nothing like where I'm going to be in the future after taking Anric's course.
So it's a little kaleidoscope of testimonials. So I don't need to spend time selling. And then this button opens up where people go to my Calendly link, okay? So, and by the way, I very strategically have a specific 26-minute strategy call. And ever since I've started doing that, people have stopped being late because it's not an hour call. It's not a 15-minute call. Nobody's calls ever take 15 minutes, right? It's a 26-minute call. And because it's so specifically 26 minutes, somehow psychologically people are on time, because I hate it when people are late. Anyway, I think that's enough of that. Let's continue on that. So those are 3 immediate tips that I think you can do. Number 1, prepare your text that delivers your Calendly link with a nice, respectful message that isn't some slap of the, like, here's my Calendly link, right? You know, in Japan, there is I don't actually even have one here, but maybe I've got one here to illustrate. In Japan, the delivery of your business card is of critical importance. It is done with great respect and 2 hands handed over. You take it with 2 hands, you study it, and you talk about it. You never ever put it in your back pocket and sit down with it. And a lot of people are very unaware of the cultures, of the importance of the business card in Japan, right? I mean, I've seen horror shows where people are actually pricking their teeth with a guy's business card, or like throwing their, coming to the boardroom and throwing their business cards across the table. There are customs and there are signs of respect, and I think this Calendly thing has gotten so disrespectful that hence this rant, which has now gone on way too long. Number 2, create a sacrificial post so that post is always there. And if that's part of your funnel, I'll happily talk to you more about where in the funnel it should go and what should come after the call. Because, for example, my Calendly links, they come once you book a call with me. You get a text reminder on the day of with a confirmation, because I hate no shows. I give up half my day to serve people, and then they don't show. And then the number 5 thing that I do, I have an automated email follow-up after the call that is all built into Calendly, asking people what they thought of the call, did I miss something, and give me a rating. And this is where I get some of my best testimonials, because people are just like blown away at the value I can add, and immediately it's very spontaneous. Sends them a saying, hey, did I miss something? Did we forget to talk about something? What did you think? Was it valuable? Anyway, I would love to hear your best thoughts, your best practices. Drop it down into the comments below. I'm sorry this video got a little bit long, but I really do think it's super, super important, especially if booking a call is a step in your funnel and in a step in converting your perfect client into raving fans. Treat them nicely, treat them with respect, and set yourself up to win. And you will see that by having these tactics, I literally have a over 90% successful conversion rate. I have fewer calls, but they all convert to clients because I've set them up to win. Anyway, love to hear your thoughts. Drop them down below. Let's continue the discussion. I really do appreciate your feedback. This is not some empty feedback. I think it's super, super nice. Anyway, wishing you a nice day. Let's talk.